Have you seen this magic school that is 100 times better than Hogwarts from Harry Potter? Hogwarts is
dog shit wrapped in cat shit.
Yeah, that's right.
compared to the Ranoa Magic Academy. You may be wondering, how the does a school that grand have so many safety issues every single semester? This video will contain everything that you need to know. And after reading through the script, it's going to sound like a university advertisement video, so have fun. In season 1 of Mushoku Tensei, we were told about the greatest magic institution in the world by Roxy, Rudius's goddess and magic tutor. The Ranoa Magic Academy is the largest university that specializes in magic, if you couldn't already guess. Located in Ranoa, which is part of the 3 magic nations. The other 2 are Basharant and Daenerys. Ranoa is the largest country in the northern part of the central continent. They say it has the same influence as the Shiron Kingdom, which is in the Dragon King realm, south of the central continent. If you remember, the Shiron Kingdom is where Pax,
Your worst nightmare.
the obnoxious brat that was harassing Roxy, and Zenoba, the figurine addict, are from. And Roxy served some time here as a court magician. Throughout the rest of the story, we're reminded quite often about the Ranoa Magic Academy this, Ranoa that, so I think the author, Rifujin, had already decided that we're going to see it in the story. Due to the displacement incident, we've already seen 3 out of the 5 continents of Mushoku Tensei, so the Central, Demon and Melis continent, and that was only up till volume 6 or season 1 of the anime. The story goes up to volume 26, so it's more likely that we'll be visiting the school one way or another. Back to the Magic Alliance. What does it focus on mainly? They put a lot of resources into the magical research, like creating new devices or a breakthrough in areas like curses, new magic, etc.
I am math scientist.
Think of it as the Magic MIT. The school campus and the main headquarters for the Alliance are located in the city of Sharia, which is inside Ranoa Kingdom. The university itself is very big. Not only does it own a lot of land, but it has tall brick buildings, which are rare in Mushoku Tensei. Remember, this story is based around the medieval times, so big buildings like this indicated either a royal palace or a large and wealthy organization. The bricks are also quite special because they're resistant to magic, and it's said that they can withstand large magic attacks, which is good to know. Rudius said that the university reminded him of the Tsukuba University in Ibaraki Prefecture that he had seen pictures of in his previous life. Now let's talk about the education. It offers a variety of courses. This means that many different groups can be accommodated and taught things that would be useful for their future. For example, mathematics for nobles or merchants. And no matter what course you enroll in, magic will always be taught alongside it. The university has no prejudice or discrimination like we see elsewhere in the series. Students can be commoners, nobles, human, beast, demon, or any other race. This doesn't mean fellow students wouldn't look down upon each other though. To minimize potential conflicts, they've separated their cafeteria into different floors. The first floor is for adventurers and demons, second for commoners and beast folk, and the third floor for nobles and royalty. Rudius mentioned that it was more for classification than discrimination. We've all seen how nobles react when they meet commoners, so even this place is no exception. They used to have a professor who could do chantless magic just like Rudius, but he passed away not too long ago. So Rudius is not that special because there's others like him, and only a few people in the world can do chantless magic. In this school, no professor can do emperor level magic, but it's not that surprising because it would take a lot of mana to start and even maintain the spell, And unless you're like Rudius, who's got extremely high mana capacity, you wouldn't even think of doing Emperor level magic. You'd stick to the lower levels that are more than enough. You may be familiar with the different sword styles and the rankings, like King, Saint, Emperor. Those also apply to magic. We don't have many people whose abilities we can refer to in the story, but after doing a bit of digging, a Saint level spell is enough to affect a city, like making it flood. So anyway, the teacher's magic knowledge far surpasses those of the Asura Royal Academy, another top tier school based in the Asura Kingdom, the wealthiest and most powerful nation in the world. In Ranoa, you could either enroll as a normal student or a special student. Being a special student was like being a research scholar. As long as you submitted any updates on whatever you were researching, show up once a month to homeroom, you were free to do anything you wanted. Stay in the library, eat in the cafeteria non-stop, have fun around the town, or even become an adventurer. The school in total has 10,000 students. The amazing thing is that it's very diverse. You have beast, dwarf, elf, demon, human, mixed blood, so it was easy to fit in. They also had a student council because every school must have one. It's a strict requirement according to anime laws. Within the student body, you could also find middle-aged adventurers. If back in their day they didn't make enough money and wanted to retire, it would be best to learn a trade from the classes this university offered. Okay, so this university is obviously amazing. So who are the principal and vice principal here? Well, the vice principal is someone called Genus Halfass. He was Roxy's teacher when she studied here. Genus is a saint level in both water and fire magic. The principal is a person named George. He's also a high-ranking member of the Magician's Guild and is a king tier magician for wind magic. That's pretty amazing. Ignore the fact that he'd have to chant a couple pages worth of incantation, but the spell he would produce may actually be something like a tornado. We were told that as a common student, which is 99% of the student body, the fee for the whole education costs 3 Asura gold coins. Rudius said that 1 Asura gold coin was approximately 100,000 yen at the time Mushoku Tensei was written, but now due to inflation it's probably 120,000 yen, which in USD equates to around $830. Sounds cheap, doesn't it? But it's actually not. It's like the economics for a less developed country. People are more than fine with earning $1 a day because it manages to get them all their daily necessities. An Asura gold coin is the highest value currency in the world. With a single coin, you could have fun for quite a while. Like in our world, if normal students did something exceptional in their tests, they would have their tuition fees reduced or even waived off. Rudius mentions that if there are students who literally have no money but really want to join the university, then they can pay after graduation. After enrollment, the whole education would last 7 years. The dorms were 5 floors tall. Normal students would share a room with another person, whereas if you were a special student, you could get your own room. And if you were a noble or royalty, you could get a bigger and secure space by paying more. Most of the students stayed in the dorms, but the others lived in the city of Sharia and commuted to school. They only started wearing matching uniforms this year. Both genders would wear a white blazer, girls skirts, and men trousers. So yeah, that's everything about the Ranoa Magic Academy.